I loved Project Hail Mary. I think we might have one of the best films of the year. Already in the month of March, I'm gonna say it, Project Hail Mary is at least going to be in my top 5 favorite films of 2026. I cannot tell you how amazing this film is. This is one of the most beautiful, fun, humorous, but balanced science fiction films I have seen in, I think, a very long time. I don't know what it has been, but ever since Tron Ares, every science fiction film I've seen in theaters has been top tier. Tron Ares, Predator Battlelands, Avatar Fire and Ash, and now Project Hail Mary to add to that list of amazing science fiction films from the 2020s. I really liked Project Hail Mary. I thought it was fun, but I thought it also was really good at being serious when it needed to be. That is one of the things that I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. Phil Lord and Chris Miller, I don't really know their work. I know they did Spider-Verse, but, I mean, they didn't even direct those. They just produced them. And those were animated kids' films. But oh my goodness, these are actually top-tier movie directors. These are directors that are not afraid to make something ambitious that's never been done before, and they're not afraid to take risks. I think one of the big risks that this movie takes, and this isn't a spoiler at all, but just how vibrant it is. Right? Like, every movie nowadays has a gray color palette. Like, they'll make all the colors as boring as heck. They make everything look ugly. Don't ask me why they do that. I want to know myself. But every movie looks ugly. Maybe not ugly, but every film doesn't look too pleasing. But these directors, they took these locations, they took these worlds, and they made them look inviting. They made them look exciting. They made you want to go to these places. The film does a really good job at getting to its story. It's not a film where you have to wait a very long time, being bored. I admit the first few minutes are a little bit boring and a little bit confusing. You're a little bit like, what the heck is going on? But once it kind of gets, I think, to the point where the main character, I forget his name, Grace meets Rocky, absolutely, it just goes off the rails. Like, it completely knows what it's doing. It completely knows what people are expecting. And it makes a beautiful experience. I loved Project Hail Mary. I would absolutely go see this movie again. It was an absolutely lovely experience. It was so fun, it was so wholesome, it was so heartfelt. That's another thing. The movie's rated PG-13. This is one of the tamest PG-13 ratings I have ever seen. This film barely has any language, any content of any kind. It is borderline PG. I'm assuming it got the rating for just violence and scary imagery, because there is some of that, but it's never done to a level where they're trying to be explicit or anything like that. It's just being realistic. If you were on this planet, if you were in space, yeah, it would be pretty scary. It might get a little bit violent being thrown around the ship. But the film, it's so wholeheartedly just trying to make a pure joy adventure film. A film that I think all ages can enjoy. This is like the new Superman for me. It feels like a movie that's really made for all 4 quadrants of people. And when I say all 4 quadrants, I mean, you know how they talk about it, like in Hollywood terms. Like you want to market to all sides of the population, as many as possible. I feel like Project Hail Mary does that. There's comedy, there's drama, there's emotion, there's adventure, there's space adventure, there's science. And, you know, like I said, the beginning can be a little bit rocky. You'll get the joke. Obviously, he's teamed up with a guy named Rocky, a little rock character. But, you know, but no, it just balances everything. I never felt like there was a specific area of the film, apart from maybe the beginning, where I would have said that was too long, or that was boring. Like, once we got to the character of Rocky, everything just started to click. Everything started to click. You started to understand why he's on this adventure. You understood the tone. It had moments of levity. It had moments of darkness. It had everything. It was just an amazing experience. And I know my thoughts aren't organized, but I love this movie. I really love Project Hail Mary. Phil Lord and Chris Miller, like, this is a message to them. You did an amazing job. I have never read the book Project Hail Mary, but this kind of makes me want to read it. And maybe I don't, because I don't want to see how it's different, but oh my goodness, the film that you created out of this piece of literature is amazing. I absolutely love Project Hail Mary. I absolutely would go see it again with someone. It is a 9.9 out of 10 film. Maybe a 9.5. That beginning was a little bit rocky, pun intended. But overall, it was just an amazing experience.